Hello there everybody, got another video today about Tanaka Revolvers, and this one is in response to a few comments I've got on my other videos and messages I've received, essentially about how skirmishable they are, because the concern with a revolver is the way that it doesn't use a magazine, is how speedy can it be to reload. Obviously you don't want to be standing there in a skirmish putting one round in at a time or whatever, which I guess a lot of people think you have to do with these. So this is a video just to show that they're actually a lot easier than you'd think, and once you get used to it, it's not much harder than changing out a magazine. Anyway, what you're going to want, as you can see here, is a standard speed loader. The best one, still by far, is a TM. They come with the old TM AEGs. Not sure if they come. I don't think they come with new ones, but they used to come with these. You can still buy them separately, hopefully anyway. But they're great. If you compare these to a Chinese one, even the King Arms ones, these are far superior. Hold about 110 BBs. Really, really smooth action. The other ones get all jammed up. This one works really nicely. So you're going to want your speed loader. Now, what's useful, especially with this gun here, is the speed loader pumps out 4 rounds in each pump, and this revolver holds 12 rounds, which, if you're any good at maths, means you can pump it 3 times and you're full. It's a little bit more tricky with a gun like this because it holds 10 rounds, so that's 2 pumps and then a half pump. So really, in a skirmish situation, you're just going to pump it 3 times and you'll lose a couple of BBs, but no different from when you're filling up a high cap mag and you spill half of them on the floor anyway. So, BBs using today, as you can see, these are actually, they're in an ICS bottle, but I think they're just 01 BBs, because they're nice and cheap. Let's put some of those into the speed loader. Okay, got 70 or so in there. Right, so first of all, I won't do it particularly fast, but just to show you how it's done, I find it easier to put the revolver in my weak hand. Yeah, that's right. So, let's say you're running around the skirmish, and you are... Sorry about that, doorbell. Right, so, got my revolver in the weak hand this time. So, if I was skirmishing, bang, 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 all out of ammo. Flip it to the other hand, get my speed loader out. That was quite speedy. All you need to do is pop it open, hold it like this. Almost like in the real one, how you'd want to eject it. Just open it, hold it up like that. Obviously want to get the cylinder to the right spot. Right, not great lighting, I admit, but essentially this hole, which is directly above the yoke and the crane, is the gas valve. Right next to that, this one here, is the magazine. So, flip it open. Now what you do, 1 pump. That is 4 rounds in there. What you want to do, spin the cylinder, so they're distributed through the cylinder. Do the same again. Now I lost a couple there because I didn't have it quite right. Pump it there, spin round, all the chambers are full. Last one to fill it up completely, and that's fully loaded revolver. Now that was still slower than I could have done it, but you can see what you have to do. You can't pump all 12 in. You have to get it so that you've got 6 around the outside and 6 on the inside. And as I just showed you, the way to do that is to pump your 4 in, spin it so they're in the outside, put 4 more in, and now what's going to happen when you spin it, you've got 2 on the outside, so now you've got a full cylinder, and then on the inside you've got 2 sitting there. Last pump fills up that inner cylinder, and now you've got 12 rounds ready to go, which is good because I can show you how the gun shoots. This is a very poor target range, but you can see up here that is an A3 piece of paper, so larger than twice the size of an A4. Just to give you an idea of what these are like to shoot. So I'll try and hold it still. Give you a view of the gun first, and then we can go and have a look at the target. Right. Going to do 3 single action shots at the bottom target. And then we're going to do double action at the top target. Hopefully you can see the sights there. Let's see. Right, now, obviously that's how much a real revolver holds. So you'd have 6 shots. As you can see, that's actually very accurate. We've got 2 bullets through the same hole there, and that one's just below, and this is the same. We've got 2 in the same, and we've got a flyer there as I pulled the trigger a bit too hard. Might as well just get rid of the rest of the shots. So you can see these can be fired quite quickly. And that's 12 rounds, and your revolver's empty. So I think they hold decent enough amounts of BBs for skirmishing. Obviously not as good as a semi-auto, but not terrible. Next one along is a Smith & Wesson J-frame. This is a model 442, which means it's got a concealed hammer, so no single action. This one is a little bit different because it is a 5-shot in real life, which means it's a 10-shot in Airsoft. And it's a little bit harder because the BB loader shoots out 4 and this holds 10, so it's 2.5 pumps. Okay, I'm gonna try and use the same technique for this gun. So I get my speed loader ready, pop it out, 4 in, spin, 4 in, and the last 2 in. Again, I'll probably show in a minute if I can do it a little bit faster, but that's pretty much just to show you how it's done. Okay, so with 10 rounds loaded in this little J-frame, you can see how that shoots. Again, although it's a big bit of paper, the targets are pretty small, so you can see compared to the small gun. Don't know why I won't focus, it's big enough. Anyway, go back to the other side of the room. It's only about 4 meters, 5 at the most. Okay, let's see. As you can see, the sights are very small. Okay, so that was 10 rounds from a Smith & Wesson J-frame, Tanaka J-frame. Have a quick look. As you can see, it's actually not a bad grouping for such a tiny gun. I might do a disassembly video and you can see that the barrel is literally 2 centimeters long. It's ridiculous. So yeah, not terrible. Certainly at room's distance, no way you're going to miss a man. Alright, this time I'm going to try and speed the process up a little. I'm still not great at it myself, but the videos really just show you that it can be done. So if we try the big one again. Okay. So if we again get the speed loader out. 4 shots. 4 shots. 4 shots. There you go. Fully loaded revolver. As you can see, that actually took less time than it would take to put individual shells in. So if you're one of the people that runs one of those Dan Wesson revolvers, and you're at a bit of a disadvantage unless you have a speed loader, revolver speed loader. Something else interesting that you might want to know about this is I did a pretty extensive test and I can get 100 shots out of 1 fill on this, which is pretty impressive. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of room for gas. You know, it's just very small. That happens sometimes. When it's fully loaded, if you spin it too much, they will pop out. But yeah, I think that's really impressive that they these can actually hold way more gas than you'd think, because obviously there's no slide movement. It's very simple. And yeah, I need to do a disassembly video because you can see that the internals on this are identical to a real one. I'm pretty sure you could fit a real trigger, arm, hammer, spring. I think most parts in this you can fit on a real one. Okay, let's give this one a go. This one's a bit trickier, I've found, but give it a go. Just spin properly there. There you go. 10 rounds. So yeah, people that say these are tricky to reload in the field, they're not as easy as a semi-auto. They're never going to be. But I think, considering how sort of unique they are and how hard revolvers are to load in real life, with a bit of practice you can get pretty good with these. Now I'll take these 2 over to the other side and do a final shoot of both of them. I'll try and do a bit of rapid fire. Something that's very easy to do with revolvers is to pull the trigger all the way back the first time. As you release it, you go to pull the trigger again, but you don't release it enough, and all it does is turn the cylinder. It's very easy to do. So you've got to make sure that you do a precise pull of these, otherwise you might do that. Anyway, you can have a look at the sights on this particular gun. I find that to get the best accuracy you actually need it more like this, rather than the red dot being totally parallel. It actually has to be a little bit above like that. So yeah, pretty good firepower for what they are. So that was 12 rounds from this one. If we grab our J frame here, which you can see is a lot smaller, tiny gun. It's harder to rapid fire this, the trigger's a bit stiff. I'll actually move a bit closer so you can see the target maybe. So I'm going to aim for the lower pink target, I think. Let's see. Let's have a look. There you go. Ah! And I'm out of ammo. Sorry, not ammo. I'm out of gas. Which doesn't actually happen a whole lot because this particular one will last about 40-50 shots. I might test these on video. But, I mean, obviously I'm not shooting at great distance. But for such small guns, both of them actually, they're really not that bad. So yeah, I had a lot of criticism about these, saying they're not practical skirmish guns, but as you can see, you can reload them quickly enough. And they're great fun to use. So, that's pretty much why I have no problem recommending them as skirmish guns. As ridiculous as some people think it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know why it's not focusing on anything. Hopefully you're going to have more videos of these kind of guns up in the future. I'll buy more Tanakas when I find them. I try and get them second hand, otherwise they're expensive. But thank you for watching. Leave a comment if there's anything specific you want to see about these kind of guns. And again, thank you for watching.